Yeah, so unfortunately, I got some bad news for you guys, and of course, this is regarding the Godzilla X Kong toy reveals at Toy Fair. Of course, these figures are being made by Playmates, as we all know. Those are the same people that created the Ninja Turtle action figures, and of course, based on the new movie and all that. And of course they are in charge of the Godzilla toy lineup as well. As we all know, they were the ones that created the Godzilla vs Kong toy line, and it would eventually expand it into the MonsterVerse toy line, which is which is great, of course. So here's what happened, right? So we know that Toy Fair seems to be pretty much wrapping up pretty soon for the most part. And of course, a lot of people, including myself, have been waiting for where's the new Godzilla X Kong figures. The new figures based on the new movie that's supposed to be coming out next year. And we do know for sure this is by confirmation from Playmates that yes, they will be continuing to make more Godzilla toys based on the upcoming movie. Unfortunately, they will no longer be working on the Toho classics, like the figures based on like the classic monsters and all that. I actually do have Gigan mint on here. I have another one, the exact same one on my shelf, just to kind of get you guys an idea of like what toy lines they've been kind of focusing on. So without a doubt, it seems that their biggest focus is definitely going to be on the MonsterVerse, which is very good. Obviously, that's fantastic. It's still thriving as we speak. I remember there was like rumors talking about that there might be a Son of Kong figure, but then again, that's not confirmed. And then we got the Apple TV series where it looks like Godzilla is presumed as the bad guy in this show, which is interesting because I thought he was supposed to be the good guy. Because if you saw the last movie, you'll know what I mean with Godzilla vs Kong. But here's what ultimately happened. Now, a lot of this information I actually did got from another YouTuber named Luminous, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, Luminous, or Illumina, yeah, whatever. Um, but if you ever want to check out his stuff, I mean, I'm gonna in my community tab, I'll put up the video that he did put out, talking about pretty much the same thing. And pretty much a lot of this information came to light thanks to him. So of course, I think it would make sense to, of course, give him plenty of credit because it was about time that somebody kind of came up and said, "Hey, where's the new stuff?" You know what I mean? And it just so happens that he was actually there. But like I say, when you look up his channel, though, even though I'm gonna give you a link to the video in question, uh, basically his channel is dedicated to talking about kaiju related news, and all that. Not just with Godzilla, but you guys get the point. That's pretty much sort of his thing. And so if you're ever interested in checking out his channel, of course, I'll put up the post of the video because like I say, he was actually there and he actually did spoke with someone who worked for Playmates and all that. And of course, there was the question as to when's the new stuff going to get revealed? Is it going to come out? And unfortunately, well, we're not going to see anything for a pretty long time, which is pretty unfortunate. I'm not going to lie. Where basically, yes, it is confirmed that they are making toys for the brand new Godzilla X Kong, uh, the new Empire. That's what it was, right? I'm sorry, I've been all over the place with Godzilla content lately, so it's like okay, I'm trying to keep track of the names now. Oh yes, they are making films toys based on the new film. But the company they I don't know if they specify. I'm gonna assume that it's Legendary Pictures. They actually told Playmates to pretty much don't reveal anything about the figures. Don't say nothing. Don't And I'm gonna assume that's probably for spoiler reasons. Basically, they've been told that they can't really reveal any of the new stuff yet. So it's like, wow, like how much more deeper they're gonna go into this toy line. It kind of makes you wonder a little bit, but at the same time, I do wonder if it has a lot to do with spoilers. Because we've only gotten a teaser trailer. We haven't even gotten a full trailer yet. So I could only assume that there's probably going to be a lot of spoiler heavy stuff. And for sure, it's not hard to see why, because with Godzilla vs. Kong, I highly doubt people were expecting Mecha Godzilla to be in the mix, because heck, even I wasn't expecting that as well. And of course, we got toys of it and everything, so okay. So I don't know if it's going to be the same thing here. I don't know if they don't want like a character revealed or something like that. And it's unfortunate because they have the whole banner, they had the entire like all the setup, so they made you kind of think that they're gonna put some stuff up, but unfortunately that is not the case. We're gonna get no reveals basically from Toy Fair, and for the most part, it seems like that we're not gonna be able to really hear back any new stuff for a long time until maybe next year, which is an extremely long time. So I'm gonna assume that this also probably has to do with the writer's strike that was going on, where pretty much all projects were on halt. The new Deadpool movie was had to be stopped into production. A couple other stuff as well. They were pretty much stopped. So it's like, yeah, you can only imagine what the effects might have been, but obviously we don't really know about that, and we can only speculate. So pretty much Luminous, he was told that there's definitely going to be a lot of stuff. So it's like, oh, okay, kind of makes you wonder. And of course, it makes sense. They do plan on making toys based on other MonsterVerse properties as well. So for all we know, we could get maybe even more toys based off of some of the previous movies that came out from the years from Legendary Pictures. You never know. So I think that's pretty good. They did told him that they were gonna focus on this movie first before they could get to that. So okay, that's reasonable. But for the most part, they cannot reveal anything at all. They told him straight up that there's pretty much not a lot of information that they can really talk about, and they're not allowed. Because of the movie, thanks to the companies, and all that, the studios basically telling them that they just cannot talk about what plans they have for the toys. So okay, does kind of make you think a little bit as to like what are they what other stuff could they be possibly talking about? Are we talking like maybe expanding a little bit more of the toy line than we might think? Maybe we're not gonna get like your generic figures like we had before. Maybe we'll get even more stuff with it. I mean, who knows? But only time will tell. So it is unfortunate that this pretty much this whole Toy Fair has to end on a bit of a downer, where they pretty much teased that they would have probably showed at least something, but unfortunately that is not the case. And for the most part, it looks like that's pretty much it. There isn't really anything else we can really go over. So, like I say, I will be posting Luminous's video on my community tab to kind of give you guys some more context, because I got most of this from him, all of this information. And the thing is that I couldn't really see any other. I couldn't really find any information either. Like I don't see any other YouTubes talking about this and all that. So definitely, I can't say for sure if we're gonna continue talking about this. But just to kind of let you guys know what our plans, because you guys know that I like to try and at least cover some, toy news. And of course with Toy Fair, I want to make sure that I at least cover, at least some of the stuff that you guys are at least interested in, and of course what I'm interested in too. Of course, with Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, I get it. Playmates now they're a lot more busier than ever before. So I mean, who knows? We can only imagine what they kind of got planning. So at least we'll look forward to that. But unfortunately, we're not gonna really get any sort of like new stuff unless who knows, maybe something changes. But then again, I can't really say for sure what's the deal going to be. So unfortunately, we do not know what's going to be, what's going to become of the future for the toy line, and what kind of new stuff is going to be revealed. So, and I get it. We did got reveals for like some other Godzilla toys that pretty much came out of nowhere, but those toys are just mostly based off of like the last film that came out. So, for an example, the Hollow Earth set, which is already hitting Target stores, which is crazy. Same goes for the Titan Tech Rodan, which is part of that weird goofy wave of like the hybrid of like half kaiju, half machines. So okay, you never know. And of course, with all these other companies like Heya or Haya Toys, I don't know how you really pronounce it, and then Super 7, of course, they're creating their own like Godzilla toys and all that. So it's good to see at least a company like Playmates kind of go a little balls crazy with their sets, because I definitely liked a lot what they were doing before too. Especially like when they released the 2014 Godzilla, and then he got like that kind of orange paint based on his atmosphere, and he comes with a nice little tank that was at least a different color and wasn't just your typical gray or dark gray. I think that's great. I want more of that, and I'm definitely gonna prepare my shelf for when those toys come out for sure. I'm getting ready, even though I have no more room for stuff. But it's hard to say no. I'll definitely look forward to it. I'll definitely cover more when some stuff come up. But for until then, no reveals, pretty much. And that's about it. So I don't gotta spend any more time on this. Very sorry for the disappointment. So what to expect next time from me? I'm gonna upload another gameplay for Sonic and all that, only because it's me repeating the same stupid Spring Guard Zone level again because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to play. So okay, I'm gonna upload that. Of course, we've been doing pretty good on this channel lately too. I do want to thank everybody that's been subscribing and watching and all that. If you're kind of new to this channel, don't worry. I'm not usually like this super weird depressed guy. I do talk a lot about junk, and I try to upload subtly, but I know I've been uploading videos like every day, so it's like you never know what to really expect from my channel. On Tuesday there is going to be a toy review for the most part, if the YouTube upload thingy doesn't take forever, because by the time you watch this video it's probably going to come out like 10 o'clock or so, and yeah, that's not good. So until then, that's about it. See ya.